Welcome to the CrossFit Max podcast.
What is going on, team? And thank you for tuning in. Today we got a little bit of a different episode. Susie and I are going to play Would You Rather CrossFit Edition. And we're hopefully just going to get some good smiles and some good laughs along this conversation. And maybe give you guys some fun ideas to discuss with other people in your communities and in your gyms. So we hope you dig it. If you do, make sure you give us a rating and a review. And with that being said, let's get to it.
Tones. Should we switch mics?
You don't say that. You want to sing for us? Start it up.
One little blue fish
swimming in the water.
One little blue fish swimming
Okay,
in
3,
the water.
2, 1. We're in it, folks.
To win it.
We're back in the studio in a heat wave while Papa Miller is watching Little T at home. It is like 40 degrees outside, and inside this tiny little office in our upstairs mezzanine in the gym, it is probably pushing 45 degrees.
And does this give you any memories?
Of when last year when we had Little T? Yeah. Oh, man, we posted some fun photos of that where last year...
At this time last year, we had
almost
our
at this
newborn.
time, not exactly
Maybe
at this
a couple
time.
weeks later.
Yeah. We had Thomas, who was born June 16th, and we're recording this on St. Johnny's Day, our provincial holiday here, St. Jean de Baptiste. And it is the 24th of June. And we decided last year, in order to continue doing one episode per week, we would bring our newborn to the gym in this hot room and record some episodes. And hopefully he would just sleep. Now, did he sleep? Hell no, he did not. Was it really hot for him? Absolutely, it was hot for us. We also had the baby like strapped on us. And didn't want to be by himself and sleep. He didn't want to be on us and sleep. It was hot in here. It was a mess, but we still got those episodes out. So if you look at about 52 episodes ago, 1 year ago, then those episodes were some tough ones to record. But yeah, it's hot in here. So we got a fun one today.
I'm actually so excited about this episode.
Banter topic first.
That's why I'm so excited, because we're going to talk about run season.
Running season has started.
As our banter topic.
Let's go.
How's it going?
I'm 1 week in, Suze.
Okay,
How many weeks are you in?
0. Shut up.
Are you gonna hire your dad as your coach?
No.
Oh, really? You're just gonna free ball it?
Yeah. It's dirty when you say that.
So how are you gonna free balls it?
I'm just like visualizing free balls right now, and it's not fun for my
just
brain.
Like
it's
me
hurting.
running naked.
Just like running. Oh God. Anyways, so this is a family podcast.
Our viewership or listenership is getting
actually. I feel like this is
so
an
much
explicit
higher
podcast. I always say out of pocket shit.
Yeah. What are you gonna do for your half marathon this year? Your return to the half marathon. How are you gonna train for it?
I'm going to do CrossFit 6 days a week.
Solid.
And I'm going to run on Sundays with the run club.
No, you can't do that. What are you actually going to do?
Okay. My real plan is probably to run like twice a week. One long run, one easy run, and then go freaking hard on my CrossFit.
Nice. I like it.
That is a training schedule that I'm willing to commit fully to.
Nice.
When it happens, I will try to get 3 runs in the week, but I just know that my mindset right now is just, I'm just so ultra passionate about CrossFit. Like, who are we? Are you the runner and I'm the CrossFitter now?
Yeah.
But I'm just so passionate about CrossFit, and it's going so well, and I really want to compete in CrossFit, and I want to kill it at CrossFit right now, that like I don't have the capacity to make running my focus. So yes, I'm hoping to like train, and I'm gonna do my absolute best performance on race day, but I'm not willing to sacrifice too much CrossFit to make that happen. So I know that it means that it doesn't necessarily mean it's gonna be like the biggest PR of my life or anything.
Yeah. And that's totally fine if you listeners are out there and you're like, yeah, I want to do a half marathon. then you could get away with doing that. If you've never done a half marathon, I would say that's really hard. If you don't have a running base,
I have a base.
Then Susie can get away with it. If you're signing up for your first half marathon, like I did last year, I had to build a base, and very grateful that I did. This year, I am committed to smashing my score from last year.
Love that for you.
And I'm going to be running 3 times per week while trying to do as many CrossFit days as I can. Whether that's 3, maybe even 4 days, I'm going to keep doing that. But for sure, I'm struggling on week 2 to figure out the balance between the 3 runs that I have programmed from your dad, aka Papa Miller, and doing my CrossFit, because I'm also enjoying CrossFit at the moment, and I love when the gym is hot. I love when the energy from the people around us are like head down, like let's grind, let's put in a hard effort today. And I feel like we're getting more and more of that. And the
members are hungry for PRs.
We just started a new 12-week cycle literally yesterday. Today we tested our 1 rep max back squat, and we're going to work on this for now 10 more weeks before we get to test it on week 12 again. So yeah, there's the starting of the new cycle. There's starting my new run program, trying to manage that. And yeah, do you have like a time goal in mind for running? Like what's the best half marathon you've done time wise?
158. 157 would be my goal.
157 is the goal. Gotcha. That's cute.
That's okay. You're not going to beat me out of this.
I know you, and I think you're going to hold up your 2 runs. You're going to keep crushing CrossFit, and I think race day you're going to surprise yourself, and you're going to be able to get a 155.
You know, I like all of that, but like I said, you know, I know that if you want to give yourself an aggressive goal at something, you have to be willing to put your head down and work. And I just know that right now that time for my half marathon is not my priority. I also know that I'm in the best shape I've ever been in my whole freaking life. And I know that I'm in better shape than I ever was when I ran 158. So it does feel like if I keep my level of fitness at what it is and I do 2 runs per week, it feels very realistic to beat my previous time on my half. But unlike you, I'm not like setting myself a realistic but aggressive goal on the running. For me, it's really like, okay, I want to show up on race day and kill it and feel like I'm doing my best. Like kind of we did with the 10Ks, you know, like we really sent it. It wasn't like we didn't go soft on it. But I just know that I'm not willing to put the amount of effort that goes into like doing a monster PR. You'll
get a better sense of your fitness level when you start doing longer runs, like 1 long run per week.
Yeah.
My first week of training was savage. Coach Allen said, "Oh, you have a very aggressive goal. Let me see what you got." And completely failed all 3 of my runs this week in terms of like following the pace that was prescribed. That being said, it was a nice little kind of test week to see like where my fitness level is at. I've consistently hit 1 run pretty much throughout the entire, I guess, last 6 months through winter and everything. But yeah, it was aggressive. I put in some hard efforts, and I'm looking forward to week 2, and I'm looking forward to getting, better as you go.
I would just like to say you're looking really good though.
Oh yeah,
like you're just starting run season, and typically you get like lean during run season, but you're already looking so lean. Today you took off your shirt while you were working out, and luckily there were other people in the room for you.
Thanks, love. I appreciate that. I feel like we've both been really working hard on the nutrition side of things.
Yeah,
and
we're killing it.
You're quite lean also, the leanest you've been in
like since high school.
Yeah, which is pretty cool.
No, I feel really good right now.
We got 2 more weeks left of the body comp program.
Yeah.
Some athletes are really killing it. And if you're getting into run season, whether you're a complete beginner, just know that it gets way easier the more consistent you are. And if you do want to get into running, I believe there are 2 really key important components to it. Number 1, sign up for a race. If you're just telling yourself like, oh, I'm just going to start running, it is really hard to just be like, yeah, I just want to go and run for the
Motivated
sake of
by
like,
nothing,
just like wanting to run. It is
Yeah.
really hard. And I've done that before, and I've kind of been like, well, you know, like I don't have to go longer. I don't have to push myself. I don't have to follow something. If I don't want to run today, who cares? Like there's no reason behind it other than you have this want to just feel comfortable running. And then when you do that, you're less consistent, you're less motivated, and then it actually becomes harder and harder as you go. Like every time you go running, it's hard. So number one, I would sign up for a race, even if it's just a 5K, even if it's something that you're like, you know, you don't have to sign up for a half marathon or a marathon. Just sign up for a 5 or even a 10K. Sign up for something.
Give yourself like an actual target.
Yeah. And number 2 is follow a program. If you don't have a program, if you don't have a coach, if you're not following some sort of online program and a running app or something, it is going to be hard to progress. And it's also going to be hard to realize that you're progressing. Because at the beginning, it's just uncomfortable running. Like running is a harder thing to get into the groove. The thing that people, I think maybe the 2 most common things people say is, oh, I just can't really, like, I have a hard time understanding how to breathe. Like I just get out of breath so easily. And that was me once upon a time as well. And that's just understanding pacing, just understanding like how fast and how slow
like the
to
difference
go
between running and jogging and all those things.
And just like understanding, looking at your watch and feeling like, hey, you're running at a 5-minute per kilometer pace. Like that's really aggressive. Like slow it down to 6 minutes. Like the amount of slow runs I did last season really helped build my endurance. And then I understood how to breathe. And then it was no longer a breathing issue. It was more a stamina and muscle endurance and things like that.
Absolutely.
And then the other thing people talk about quite often is like being in pain, like knees and hips and ankles. And there is an adaptation period that takes place when you start anything brand new, and your joints just need to get the repetition, and you need to have some sort of progression. Because if you're like, oh, I'm going to go for 5K today, and then in 2 days from now, I'm going to go for 6K. And then 2 days after that, I'm going to go for 7K. Like those are not appropriate increments of distance. Or if you're like, I'm going to go 30 minutes and then, you know, next week I'm going to go 35 minutes. Like again, most likely what's going to happen is you're going to be getting hurt. You're going to feel uncomfortable. You're not going to catch your breath. You're not going to be motivated to go. So 2 major things I would do. 1, sign up for something, sign up for a race.
Yeah.
No matter the distance, just sign up for it. Also, little bonus, if you want to challenge yourself on the race, that makes it even more inspiring and motivating on days where you feel less motivated, right? Like if you could run 5K, then yeah, signing up for a 5K is not a bad thing, but you could do 5K, so why not sign up for a 10K? And then number 2 is just follow a program. It'll keep you on track, and it'll give your body the necessary adaptation period and progressions as you build.
Brilliant. Love it. Coach Allen is taking clients as we speak.
Heck yeah. Coach Allen's great. Yeah. And he's retired, so he has a lot of time to focus on your training program. And he does put a lot of attention, and detail and stuff.
Coach.
So
He's actually done like running coaching courses and has certifications. He's not just a runner, you know?
Yeah. He's not just a runner. No, that's definitely not. He's not just Quebec record holder or, you know, nothing crazy
or his
like
greatest accomplishment ever, father to me.
But yeah, okay, banter topic over. Fun begins here.
Oh,
what are we doing,
gosh.
Suze? You want me to tell
We're playing
them?
a game.
We're playing a game. All right, on my side over here, Susie can't see and I can't see her side. We are going to do Would You Rather Gym Edition, CrossFit Edition. And I'm going to ask a question to Susie, and it could be related to anything. It's going to be fun stuff. It's going to be about exercise. It's going to be about awkward moments that could happen in the gym. It's going to be just going to be a good time. Susie's going to ask a question. I'll ask a question. We'll both answer it, and we'll see how fun this gets here. All right. Should we start off with some exercise one?
Go for it.
You want me to go for the
start.
first? You start. All right. Here we go.
Okay. Would you rather...
You want me to go first?
Would you rather do 100 thrusters for time, or listen to someone explain what is CrossFit for the 100th time.
Oh, boy. Mm-hmm. Thrusters at what weight?
Doesn't specify.
Well, you're specifying it.
I'm specifying it at 95 pounds.
100 thrusters, or listen to someone explain what CrossFit is for the 100th time. I mean, that would be like listening to myself every day.
Every single day of our lives.
Man, 100 thrusters is rough. Like, I've done that workout. There is a workout we have to do 100 thrusters for time, and every minute you have to stop and do 5 burpees. It's horrendous, but the weight is 135 for the guys and 95 for the ladies. It's an absolutely disgusting workout. And the answer is I would much rather listen to someone explain what CrossFit is. Although I'm up for a good workout challenge, 100 thrusters for time is absolutely brutal.
I would never.
But I feel like it's not comparing apples to apples. It's comparing like exercise to talking here. But I would much rather hear people talk about CrossFit than have to do personally 100 thrusters. What about you?
Definitely talk about CrossFit. I love talking about CrossFit. It's my favorite thing ever.
All right.
We have a whole podcast around it.
Exactly, yeah. All right, I have an exercise one. Would you rather run a 5K or row a 5K?
Run
a 5K?
100% every day of the week.
Interesting. I think I would also rather run. Why?
If I asked you 2 years ago, would you have said row?
That's an even more interesting question. I don't know, actually. I think I may have said run.
What? No way.
Yeah.
2 years ago, Brandon versus Brandon now. Now you could run a 5K
Yeah,
in
no,
your sleep.
A 5K wasn't like so, like if you said 10K, then maybe I would say row. But a 5K, you can like run, you can walk it if you have to, but 5K isn't so horrendous. But I would say like sitting down on the rowing machine for that long just like hurts your ass so bad.
It's not comfortable.
Yeah.
What about if you just like dial up this question and say like a 5K time trial on the row or on foot?
Oh, like still 5K run but you have to send it?
But like time trial.
Yeah, I would still choose the run.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. Man.
5 years ago, would you have chosen
5 years ago
the run or the row?
32 years ago when you were just a baby.
When you exited the womb, would you have preferred row or
5
run?
years ago, maybe row. I don't know.
Because you're such a good rower.
Yeah, but I'm telling you,
And like your running is like okay.
You want to hear a funny story?
Tell me.
One of my early stages of CrossFit, I showed up, and this was back in the day where I didn't want to look at the workout before coming in. I just wanted to show up because I was too scared. So I would just show up, and the workout was 5K row time trial, and LP was coaching that day. And I remember like we're all warm up. You've told this
story on the pod before, but I like it. Keep going.
So we're all rowing, and I'm like, okay, like I'm getting thirsty right now. Like I've been sitting on this thing for, I don't know, 10 minutes. So I literally get up, unclip my feet, walk over to my water bottle, which is like across the room. I start sipping on it, and I start walking back, and LP like spots me walking back, and he's like, Brandon, like, what are you doing? I was like, oh, just getting water. He's like, sit, like you can't get off the rower. Like, what are you doing? And that's like the exact same reaction I would have as a coach as well. Like, what are you doing getting off the rower? But I thought it was just like, well, I thought I was just doing this like just to get the
until you get to 5K now.
Yeah, just a little thirsty. Like I thought I could just get off the rower and just take a quick sip here.
I'm dead.
But apparently not. So
okay.
Yeah.
Definitely running then. I feel like rowing just hurts more.
Yeah, rowing just hurts your ass more. Yeah.
Okay. Let me find a good one.
I have another good one.
Okay, tell me.
Would you rather do Fran, which is 21:59 thruster at 95:65, 65 for the ladies, and pull-ups, so 21 thruster, 21 pull-up, 15:15:99 twice. So 2 times. You have to do 21:15:9 twice.
21:59. Yeah.
Or Murph.
Murph. I love Murph.
Wow. Okay, would you rather do 21:15:9 twice Fran twice, or Murph with a weight vest?
Still Murph.
Wow.
Thrusters are not my movement. I'm very weak in the thruster.
I think I would do Fran twice.
Yeah. Would you do? What if you did Fran with a weight vest?
Well, no, you can't. Don't make the Fran harder than the Fran is hard enough as it is. And I think I would still choose Fran. With the weight vest, I think I would choose Murph. Just, I mean, if you have to wear the weight vest for Murph, you have to wear it for Fran, then I would choose Murph, I think. But the weight vest for Murph versus like Fran twice, I would go for Fran twice just because it's a shorter workout. Nasty, but you would do, I guess technically you would do the exact same amount of pull-ups because it would be 45 pull-ups, and you do that twice, it would be 90 pull-ups and 90 thrusters compared to 2 miles of running, 100 pull-ups, 200 push-ups, 300 air squats. It would both be tough. Okay. Do you have one?
Would you rather only use resistant bands for a month? Or
you went straight to that.
or only do burpees for a week?
Oh, man. I think I would go with the burpees just to get it done. Not that I don't like resistant bands. I just love...
only resistance bands for a month?
For a full month?
Or
just
only burpees. That's the only exercise you're allowed to do. No running, nothing.
No running, no nothing.
Just burpees.
No
Straight
walking
burpees.
either. You have to like burpee, broad jump between whatever you do.
No broad jumps, just straight burpees.
Yeah, I think I would do burpees for a week just so I would get it over with. Not to have dumbbells and barbells and medicine balls and do other...
But you could do a lot of variety with resistance bands.
Absolutely, yeah. But to not use the barbell or the dumbbells for a full month would be so heartbreaking. I'd rather just get the week over and just do burpees.
I don't disagree, honestly.
Yeah, that's a good one. Okay, would you rather max out, so 1 RM, your deadlift or your back squat?
Back squat.
And why?
Because squatting is cooler than deadlifting.
That's the only reason? Just because it's cooler?
Well, I don't really understand the question. Would I rather hit a PR?
No, if I said like, well, we just did the 1 RM back squat, but if you had the choice of doing 1 RM back squat or 1 RM deadlift, what would you choose?
Back squat.
Back squat. Okay. And just because it's cooler?
Yeah.
Or just because you feel better doing it?
I like doing it more.
You like doing it more?
I don't feel cool when I'm deadlifting.
I feel like a little sense of fear when I do like 1 RM back squat. Just like I lean a tiny bit more forward and don't feel super comfortable in the back squat. I've also had knee issues for a long time, and the last few years I've really worked on it and my knees have felt great. Like I hit a 315 back squat today with like no knee pain at all, and I just feel like more safe doing a deadlift. That being said, I'm much more wrecked the next day or two from doing a PR or a 1 RM deadlift compared to a 1 RM back squat.
Yeah. I just love squatting.
Do you want to switch it up and go into different
category altogether? Would you rather work out in silence or only with EDM remixes of Disney songs?
Oh, music. As annoying as that would be, I would choose music.
I don't like hearing my breathing.
Yeah, same.
I kind of like EDM remixes of Disney. Feels like a category of music.
I like EDM. Not a huge.
What about
Disney
just like
song.
straight Disney songs, like not EDM remixes? I think that's a better question for us because we like EDM music.
Yeah.
Work out in silence or only work out with Disney songs?
Shit.
Or Miss Rachel.
Oh, man. This is actually very tough. I think I would have to go... Oh, man. I think I would have to go...
Like a little My Heart Would Go On, Pocahontas while you're
Can you
working
sing
out.
it? Can you sing it so I know?
No.
I think I would go Disney songs.
I would definitely go Disney. Come on, there's so many bangers in Disney.
Man, I do not like Disney songs.
Like a little bit
of
Frozen,
I love Disney.
a little Let It Go.
Yeah. I love Disney movies. Do I like Disney songs? Not a big fan of the songs. That being said, on day 1 of my running program last week, like a big old noob over here, had a really aggressive training session, put in my headphones after like 400 meters of the warm up that both headphones die. And then I could just deal with my heavy breathing. Actually, I take it back. I go back to no Disney music. I go no music at all, because you kind of get into the zone after a while. You start going deep into your own thoughts.
I fucks with Disney.
Man, I freaking just go. I think I would go crazy with the Disney songs.
Okay, question for you. This is very Brandon coded.
Oh.
Would you rather work out with only Disney songs or only Taylor Swift?
I think I would go Taylor.
No way!
Yeah.
Good news, folks. He's a hater. He hates Taylor Swift, so probably cancel the podcast now, guys.
Whoa. That's factually incorrect. I don't hate Taylor Swift. I just don't enjoy her music, and that's totally fine. To each their own.
When I played in the car, you're like, this is making me mad. I hate this.
I don't like her music. It doesn't mean I don't like Taylor Swift. I think she's doing a lot of good in the world.
She put football on the map.
Every guy right now is throwing their whatever they're listening to out the window. Some dude is on the highway right now, just took their phone, threw it out the window.
You're welcome,
yes.
Little cute NFL.
Okay, I got one.
Okay.
Embarrassing one.
Oh, I love it.
Embarrassing and maybe even painful in different ways, emotionally and physically.
I'm here for it. Sign me up. Tell me.
Would you rather rip your hands mid-workout and then have to continue and finish it? Or fart loudly so the entire class would hear while you're doing a squat? Like full on, like loud fart. Sheesh. Everyone in the class hears it. Just a fart, nothing else. But
yeah, like shit yourself. No.
Like droops of it running down your leg.
Brandon, this is disgusting. Okay, I would probably rather rip my hands.
Rip your hands?
Yeah, I feel like the embarrassment would be too much.
Oh, man, ripping your hands is hard. I haven't done it. I haven't ripped my hands in a long time, knock on wood here. I think I would go with the fart. I just eat up the embarrassment. Probably
like
a poor choice of words there, you know?
I feel like it's less embarrassing for a guy. Like,
it's
women don't fart.
Oh, yesterday I was demoing the glute, not the glute, the pelvic position of when you're getting into a hollow, and I literally almost let it out, and I was like, whoa, like people are staring at me. The music is low as I'm coaching 7 athletes. I just look down, and imagine just letting that out. That would have been mad embarrassing.
The best was Justin farting during deadlifts last year, and he was like, just a squeaker. I'm dead.
Just a squeaker.
Oh,
Anyways.
man.
Okay, do you have another one?
I want to use like a good one. Hang on. Give me 2 seconds. You got one? Okay, go.
Would you... Well, I feel like this might be easy for you, but I'm not so much for me. Would you rather forget your workout shoes and have to work out barefoot?
Sold.
Or forget your shorts?
Oh, well, I would rather forget. I would rather wear shorts. So I would definitely forget my shoes. You would rather work out in shoes with bare ass?
Well, I mean, like underwear.
I know, but have you seen women's underwear? It's bare ass.
Yeah, it's true. Okay, yeah, you get to wear pants. Like you have to wear like jeans or something, let's just say.
Oh.
So would you rather forget your shoes and work out barefoot, or would you rather work out in jeans with shoes?
I would work out barefoot. I would opt to work out barefoot anyways.
Yes, as a person with good mobility and good ankle support.
Must be nice, eh?
I think I would choose working out. It would be tough. Like if you actually made me work out in my underwear in a group class, but I got to use my shoes, I think I would opt out for no shoes and just, struggle a little bit more. But man, the shoes feel so good on my feet when I'm exercising. Like, what do you have to run or something, or box jumps? Even pedaling on the bike, like that's tough. I think I would go with the no shoes also in a realistic answer. You got one? You having a hard time over here?
Yeah, because a lot of the things because we both asked ChatGPT, I have a lot of like similar ones where one of them is the same as one of the things that we've already talked about. So
You're trying to think on the spot here.
So I was trying to think on the spot here, but it's kind of hard.
Okay, I got one. Would you rather, it's not really embarrassing or not.
Yeah.
This is more like,
But this is like an edited pod. Like you could have just given me like 2 minutes.
yeah.
Okay, you just go. It's just because you're going.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, so you go. You figure out one.
Okay, you just go. You
want me to go? I mean,
Yeah.
you could think of one.
No, it's fine. You go.
Okay. Would you rather PR with nobody watching, like no one else is in the gym, but you hit a PR,
Doesn't count.
or totally fail a lift in front of the whole class?
Fail in front of a class.
Rather than hitting a lifetime PR with nobody watching.
Oh, no. I would love to hit a PR. It still counts.
Of course it counts.
Wait, that's a dumb question.
Why?
Well, I wouldn't be working out by myself.
This is not realistic.
No, but like honestly, I can't believe of course I would rather PR. Like it's not even up for debate.
Yeah, that's what I was
But
saying.
I'm not like embarrassed to fail in front of people.
I'm never embarrassed to fail in front
That's
of
why
anyone.
I like instinctively went with that one because I was like, that's not embarrassing. But yeah, of course I would rather PR. Like any day of the week, I'd rather PR.
But nobody saw it and you didn't film it.
Yeah, it's like Mattis the other day when she told me she hit something on our squat, but I was like, well, like no one was there to see.
What did she hit today on her back squat?
215. Sauvage, she's a beast.
That's crazy.
Okay. Would you rather coach a class of couples on Valentine's Day or hungover adults on New Year's Day?
Oh, hungover adults. That's rough. I feel like that's just painful all around for everybody.
Yeah, I feel
think
like
I would-
couples is cute, no?
Couples is kind of cute. Yeah, on Valentine's Day, I love that shit.
I guess some people are like couple haters.
Not me.
Not us. We love couples.
We love love. We love love.
We're just so in love. It's crazy. You're silly.
Would you rather never know the time left in a workout until it beeps, you know?
Oh my God.
Like you
that's
start the
torture.
timer and then you just... Or constantly think that you have 10 minutes left when it's actually 2.
Constantly think you have 10 minutes left.
Yeah, it's almost like a relief at the end.
Yeah, it's like a reward.
But you're always thinking like, fuck, I have 10 more minutes left to go.
Or like, oh, it's okay. I still have 10 minutes.
Yeah. Versus not knowing. You know,
I
side note,
hate not knowing.
Side note, Justin made a little error with the timer the other day and it was fine because he used his phone and managed the class really well. But there was a moment where I literally had no idea how much time because it was on his clock and I was like, what's the time? You know,
Yeah.
Give us a time count. I'm like on the Echo bike and I have no idea for like how long I'm going, you know, like I think we're doing EMOMs or every minute 30 or something like that. And I was like, just give us a time. Tell us how much time.
Okay. Would you rather... Ugh, these are not good. I hate ChatGPT. I'm honestly so disappointed. I really don't like any of them. Do you have anything else? I'm so sad. I want to participate. This is so shit. These are so bad. Like, can I just read you some of
Okay.
them? They're so bad. Would you rather always work out under the fan that blows chalk dust or next to the sweaty guy who never wipes his bar?
That's a great one.
Like, it's so ridiculous.
This is a great one. Actually, you probably have a list of amazing ones. You just don't want to say them. Can you please repeat that one? I want to answer that one. Would I rather have a fan that blows chalk in my face?
Would you rather
That one sounds awful.
always work out under a fan that blows chalk dust or next to the sweaty guy who never wipes his bar?
I guess the sweaty
guy,
bar,
for
yeah.
sure.
Yeah,
I'd
the
rather
chalk in the face. Is
That's what I
pretty-
mean. Like, these ones are obvious. Like, would you rather get stuck in a weightlifting belt?
What do you mean stuck in a weightlifting belt?
Get stuck in your weightlifting belt or tear your leggings during squats?
Oh,
I feel
I think the weightlifting belt, I guess. But man, to be
Yeah.
stuck in it, that would be rough because you're just like tight.
yeah.
Just want to breathe.
Like, you need people to help get you out.
Okay, I got one. Would you... Serious one. This is a good one. It's going to get you to think here.
Okay.
Would you rather always be the first one done or always have the best technique?
Always have the best technique.
I agree. That's a tough one.
No.
I mean, if you want to really dive into this, it would be like, yeah, like let me just go to the CrossFit games. I'll go all the way because I always win. Make so much money off it. Who cares about my form? I'm not going to get hurt. I'm just going to win. But yeah, I think that's a tough one because I feel like the people who look the best in their technique as they're moving have the quickest progressions and really like speed up and get better as they go.
1000%.
Yeah.
Would you rather only be allowed to scale everything or RX everything even if it kills you?
RX till you die.
Yeah, 100%. Because I just feel like you'd be capped. Like your progress would be capped if you had to scale everything.
Ish. Even if you died. That's such an extreme.
Well, I don't think it actually means like you would die, but you just like be like dying.
Physically, like you're...
Like,
I think, honestly, I think I would rather scale every workout because if you had to RX...
chance.
I think so, yeah.
I would RX.
Because if you have to RX, you would feel so discouraged and so beat up every single time. Now, maybe you can RX most of the workouts here almost all the time, but like think about the
Are you
beginner,
saying that your program is
intermediate.
Easy?
Well, I do program. I don't program easy, but I wouldn't say I program for the elite. Like if I really started programming for elite level athletes and then everyone kind of built up to that, I feel like that's something that like kind of like on the old school CrossFit, and we could definitely have a debate on how to set the standards for RX and things like that. But I personally find that our target audience here is like the average fitness go-getter or the person who wants to start. Our target audience here isn't elite level CrossFitters or elite level athletes and people who are trying to compete. It's really just like...
But in this contest, I'd be mostly working out here, so I'd rather RX.
Yeah. But you would feel like very discouraged at the beginning of your CrossFit journey and be like, shit, like I suck, like I can't get better.
Absolutely.
Maybe even getting hurt, and just like every time you work out, it doesn't matter if you're hurt, you got to go RX, you know?
I would.
Yeah, next time you scale... Whoa, I can't wait for that.
Baby,
like,
this is a fictitious game.
Yeah.
Okay, would you rather work out with a broken timer every time you work out, the timer's broken?
That's annoying.
Or besides someone who refuses to count their reps properly?
Broken timer. There's nothing that pisses me off more than someone that doesn't count their reps properly.
I literally couldn't. When I work out with, I don't like when people don't count their reps or they're clearly like doing the wrong rep scheme.
In my experience,
it irks me so bad.
In my experience, I've had some pretty big rep shavers, especially early into my CrossFit days, and it was actually very discouraging. You know, at the beginning, like, you know, 13 years ago, it was really like who can get the best score of the day. People were looking at each other's scores. It was really like competitive. Who can get the best score? Who could do the best? And I felt like there were some serious rep shavers. You know, movement standard, kind of borderline on the fence, and that shit drives you crazy. And especially if you are somewhat competitive like myself, like, hey, I don't care if you beat me, but at least do all the reps. And there's been some people in the past who I've worked out with who are way fitter than myself, and I'm like, why are you shaving? Why are you giving wrong information about this? You know, like, you are so fit, you are so strong. Like, there'll be times where I'll be like, okay, we have to do 12 burpee box jump overs, and they're like killing me in this workout. I'll be like, fuck this. Like, I'm going to count how many they do, and they do like 7. And you're like
what the
bro,
fuck?
what in the hell is this shit, you know?
Yeah.
And that if you can't tell by now, irks me. I would rather someone suffer
Respect.
and respect the workout
100%.
and get through it. And that's not to say that occasionally it doesn't happen where you
Where
miss a rep and
lose track,
Yeah,
or you're
and
like,
it's
am
like
I
an
on 10 or 11? You don't remember.
and
It's
that's
okay.
an accidental thing, and that totally
Happens
happens.
to me, yeah.
But if you're, hopefully no one listening to
Intentionally.
this, if you're intentionally shaving repetitions to get the workout done faster or to get a better score, straight to jail.
Yeah, straight to jail.
Yeah.
So broken timer.
Yeah. Would you rather hear 3, 2, 1, go every time you walk into the gym, or time every time you leave your house?
3, 2, 1, go every time you walk
into the gym versus someone yelling time every time you leave the house.
Definitely 3, 2, 1 every time you walk into the gym.
Like it's like a motivating thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like
I think I do the
instead
same
of
thing.
hi Susie, just 3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah. Straight
Versus
to
like,
it.
I don't know, if I'm like leaving the house at 5:45 and you're like, time, I'm like, die.
Yeah.
Would you rather do 100 GHD sit-ups or 100 pistols for time?
Oh my god, 100 GHD, no doubt. There's no movement I actually hate more than the pistol.
I would do the pistols, I think.
I hate pistols. Single leg squats. I love unilateral training. We do so much unilateral training here. Just pistols, like loading up one side completely. I am so biased against this movement that I'm like, it is so not worth the risk to reward for this movement. Step ups, lunges, Bulgarian split squats, rear foot elevated, single leg deadlifts, things like that. So good. You should be incorporating unilateral training into your program. But pistols, man, there could be just so much going wrong. There's just so much things needed. You need to have great ankle mobility. You need to have great hip mobility. And then you have to have great stability in all those joints and strength. And if you don't, like, man, bad things could happen. So very biased against the pistol. That's why I never program them here. Not that they're a terrible movement. I've just seen and been a part of too many injuries, and to me the risk to reward versus doing a lunge, it's just not there. You could load up the lunge with weight, hopefully all the CrossFit Max listeners know from the past 12 weeks we did back rack lunges, and man, people built up on some like really serious strength on that single leg. Mm-hmm. But to do like a pistol, it's like a cool thing that you can do, and it's great to strive to be able to do them to show that you have the mobility in your ankles and in your hips. But to do them with intensity, yeah, hate them. Got one funny one here. Would you rather do burpees in a 35-degree heat wave, which we're going through right now,
Yeah.
or sled pushes in a snowstorm?
Heat wave.
Heat wave, burpees all day. I'm the same, for sure. I love the heat. I love the summer. Should we do one more each?
Okay. I need a good one.
I have one finale for you, but I want to save it for last.
Oh, no. I'm asking ChatGPT to give me a funny one.
Give me your last one, my love. It better be good, because I got a good finale for you. Evil laugh.
Um.
Dun 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 dun.
Ay, ay, ay.
Shoot.
Would you rather do burpees on Legos or row a 5K time trial with one strap?
Like 1 foot strap.
Yeah.
How many burpees?
Let's say 5K is like how much time? Probably like 50 burpees.
Oh, 50 burpees is quick.
50 burpees, but on Legos.
It's quick. That's easy. I feel like I'm light on my feet. I feel like I would.
You're like a little ninja on the Legos.
Like
I don't know, man. Have you ever stepped on a Lego and then you're jumping over and over? You're laying flat on Legos.
There's a trick to this, though. There's a science behind it. And if you're light, so for example, when you jump on a box and there's some people that like
land hard,
hard on that box versus like jumping softly, you can be light on your feet and light on your hands to get the burpee done. It would be still somewhat painful, but you could still get through it. And 50 burpees is not a lot. If you would have said like 200 burpees, then I would have been like, maybe. But that being said, I could do a 5K row, no straps. It's just more of a matter of time. Like if you really need to like strap your feet in like hard, it's just because you're not controlling your pull super well. I'm going to go with the 50 burpees on Legos just because it's shorter and I feel like I could manage it a little bit lighter and get it done much sooner. What would you choose?
I think I would choose the row.
The row?
I have another one.
Okay, last one from you, and then I got one that'll be fast.
Would you rather have to announce your rep count loudly every set? Or
like
shout
1, 2.
Or shout out your macros before every meal?
Oh, man, I think I would just shout out my macros. No one's around besides you guys when I'm eating. 45 grams of protein.
We're like in a restaurant. We go in for supper. And you're like,
I have an announcement. Excuse me. Waiter, how much? What's the grams in here?
What are the macros on this meal,
63 grams of carbs. More like fat. Yeah, I think I would do the macros in general. The amount of reps you would have to yell out loud.
Oh, see, now ChatGPT has pulled through with some good ones. I got some more. Come on, they're so good.
All right, okay, one more, then I'm capping you.
Okay, would you rather have to count everyone else's reps during the workout,
There's not much I would rather do less than that.
Hear them count out loud incorrectly?
Hear them count out loud incorrectly. Having to count everyone's. I hate judging, like in terms of like CrossFit judging people. Because I'm such a coach that I
get distracted.
I get distracted by like wanting to improve their movement economy, their movement patterns, how they can improve, how they could pace themselves. And I'm like, oh shit, 3, 4, 5, and then so I absolutely hate judging and counting people's reps. I find that to be stressful. But listening to people incorrectly say their reps, boy, that would be rough. But yeah, I would much rather that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, you
okay, one final one. Are you ready?
You're too
This is
excited.
a big one. Would you rather beat me or Malice in a workout?
Malice.
Oh.
Beating you is easy.
Wow.
I would rather beat Malice because I feel like that's,
more comparable? More impressive?
More impressive.
Wow. Who beat you today, young lady?
Oh, come on. If we had gone side by side.
Who beat you today?
You and Justin beat me and Mattis.
Who beat you on Monday?
That is so fucked up.
Yeah, I'm just joking because
on Monday I had to take care of our baby because Brandon abandoned him.
No, that's not true. We had Tommy in his little playpen and it was running involved. It was AMRAP 10 minutes, 10 dumbbells, 200 meter run, 10 dumbbell snatch at a heavy weight 70-50, and we go for the second run, and Jay and I were like right next to each other almost, and we I look behind me, he looks behind him, and I was like, where the heck did Susie go? And then I came back in and I saw you were strapping Tommy to the stroller to take him out for a run, so because apparently he was crying pretty heavily.
Yeah, and then I did the workout with him in the stroller.
Yeah,
so
still don't think you would have beat me in that workout, though.
I don't think so either.
No.
But I think that
it's on.
I think that in general,
it's on.
beating you in workouts isn't that hard.
Oh, wow. All right.
Today, for
until
example,
next week, until we're keeping track. Okay.
For example,
yep.
Today's workout was a partner workout. You were with Justin. I was with Malice. I think if we had been side by side, to do the workout, would have been a much different story.
Well, it's a different.
You had our score to chase. You knew what our score was before.
I thought we actually missed it too. I thought you did 27 rounds plus change, and we got 27 on the dot.
We got 26 plus change.
So it beat you by a couple reps, literally.
But I'm like,
maybe 3 seconds.
Had you guys to like race with us, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I think you guys were also taking care of Flo at the same time too, so we had a little bit of an advantage, which Flo is Melissa's daughter. But yeah.
No, she was really good. We didn't have to do anything. She was so good.
All right, we end the podcast the same way every single week with Client of the Week.
Pew, 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 pew.
And that client goes to one of our awesome mamas in the gym. Someone who not just works out hard and pushes other people, but she's always just in a great mood.
She's so happy. She's ultra consistent.
She's cheering on the people around
encouraging those around her a lot.
She's making some serious gains in the gym.
And her daughter just started doing the CrossFit Kids class.
Yeah, CrossFit Kids class. It's true, yeah. And her daughter is super fit as well.
Yeah.
And she's like
thriving.
a small version
Of Jenn.
Of our client, Jenn P.
Yay, client Jenn!
So shout out to Jenn for just being not just crushing in the gym, but just being an awesome human.
Beautiful part of the community.
I love your energy. You're always, no matter what time, you're a 6 a.m.er, but sometimes you come at other times as well, and you just bring a really good vibe around you towards the other people, and we appreciate you. We appreciate how hard you work, and we appreciate how much you encourage other people around you. So thanks for being an awesome community member.
Thank you, Jenn.
And if you guys haven't yet, there is a rating and a review that you can leave our channel. It helps get our message out to some new people. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this funkier version of the podcast.
Maybe you agreed or disagreed with some of our hot takes.
Hot takes, yeah. Let us know if there was one that you disagreed with. Shoot us a message on Instagram or Facebook. And with that being said, we'll end it there, and we'll catch you in the next one. See ya.
Bye.